So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to rename a file in JavaScript. Say you are given this file name and you want it to come out as this file name. All right, let's dive into it.
All right, guys. So to achieve this, we're going to be creating a function called rename file, and it's going to take a parameter of file name. So when this function is called, it will be passed an argument of file that we want to rename. So I'm going to print this rename file. Let's see what is happening here. So I have some couple of files I want to rename. So I'm going to call this function multiple times with these file names. So if I save this now, you can see I called the function, so it printed these names for me. All right, so these are file names I want to rename, and mind you, I don't want this name to go away entirely. I don't want to lose the name entirely. I just want to append some strings after the Eragon, Legend of the Seeker, append some string. All right, now to achieve this, you must have covered some basics on string and array method. Okay, now I'm going to be doing this step by step so that you understand what is going on. All right, so first of all, we want to take this string and convert it to an array. Okay, so that we will have this Eragon and this MP4 on different index. Now to achieve that, we are going to use a method called split, a string method called split. So we say file name dot split. So split method is used to convert a string into an array based on a separator. So right now you see that inside this separator I did not pass any parameter. If I try to save this now, file array is going to return each character on a specific index. So each character of these names are found on a specific index. Now, but that is not what I want. I want wherever I have a dot, I want to break it to an array. So I'm going to add a separator dot here. All right, so I'll get something like this. You can see now Eragon is on a separate index, and so is my extension. As things fall apart, it has a total length of 3 because of these dots that is here also. But mind you, this dot is part of the file name. This is just the extension. All right, so the next thing we are going to do now is we want to get the extension out of this array. We want to get the extension out of this array. Now, how do we do that? So we're going to say let extension. We go to the original file array or the file array, and we use the splice method. Splice method is used for adding and removing elements from a specific index in the array. So just like the push and pop, which adds and remove element from the last index or from the end of the array, and shift and unshift that adds and remove from the beginning, splice can add from any position and can remove from any position. So right now I want to remove that MP4. Okay, so I'm going to say -1. Now when you use splice to remove, it returns the element that was removed from the array, and mind you, this actually mutates the original array. So when I say mutate, it changes the original array. So it's going to remove the item at index position of -1, and when it does that, I want to store it under the variable called extension. All right, so let's console this and see what we have. Or let's console boot. So if I save this, you can see that Eragon, the MP4 has been removed from the file array thanks to splice, and we now have MP4 on a different array also because of the splice. So splice will remove and return an array for you. All right, so I'm going to convert that extension to a string. So we use toString method on the array to convert that guy to a string. So if I save this now, MP4 has become a string. Then the file name is now what you have here. All right, let's go ahead. Now the next thing we want to do is to create a random text that we want to append to our file name. So I will say append text is going to be. Now I want to append an underscore plus date.length. now. So date.now is a static method that returns the time in milliseconds from January 1st, 1970. Okay. All right. So let's try to console that and see what we have also. So I'll use a comma, pen text. So if we save this, now you can see. Okay. Let me clear this up. Okay, you can see what we got in return. So these are the kind of random text I want to add to that guy. So these are the text I want to add to this. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to push this append text back to the original array. Remember, this original array no longer has the extension. Alright, so we're going to say file array.push. Then we push the append text. Alright, so let's print the file array again. So it gives us the file name with the appended text on different index, right? Okay, so we now have the file name with the extension, with the appended text. Okay, now we want to join these together. We want these guys to be one string. Okay, so to do that, what we are going to do is first let's create the new string now. So we say let new file name equal to, now we're going to call on the file array dot join, which is going to convert this array back to a string, okay, using a separator just like this split. So let's console the new file name and see what we got. Alright, so we have successfully converted this guy back to a file name. Okay, now we need to add the extension, right? So we're going to add the extension here because we know that that is the last element that comes in. So we put the put our dot and add the extension. Alright, so if we do this, we get something that looks like this. Alright, so we have successfully renamed our file. So we can return this value if you are done. Can actually return the new file name from this function. So whoever calls the function is going to be getting a new file